Hello and welcome, my name is Haas, and this is another Hearthstone video. This time, we're taking a little look at one of the game modes called the Arena. Before I continue, if you are not that familiar with the basic gameplay mechanics of Hearthstone, do check out my previously made basics guide, that should get you all nicely up to speed. So, the Arena, as you can see, first of all requires a nominal fee, either paid through the in-game currency, gold, or by spending money. And, frankly, it makes sense. Hearthstone is of course going to be a free-to-play game, and this particular game mode, in theory anyway, allows you to play every card in the game. You do not have to unlock anything for this. The first time you go into this is actually free, and depending on how well you do, I believe it is 7 wins that you need, you can get enough gold to keep on doing this. Now, what actually is the Arena? Well, it is basically the draft mode of Hearthstone. That is to say, you get the chance to play with cards you don't normally have, and have to build a deck from a random pool. In the Arena, you continuously pick from one of 3 cards to ultimately build your 30 card deck, and you know what, let's just jump right into it in fact. We'll build a deck and give it a spin against an opponent. Alright, let's see. We have Jaina, the mage, the crazy woman, Valera, the rogue, and Gul'dan, the warlock. Kind of an interesting composition actually. They all have a lot of creature removal, not much in terms of buffs. The mage I think is a very safe bet to go with, has a lot of independent cards that don't rely on other cards, which is very nice. Just needs some spell power basically. The rogue I think is probably one of the best classes in the Arena right now. And the Warlock, well, Warlocks are always dangerous, Demonology isn't exactly a very safe path to go, but I think we'll go with him because I do prefer playing him outside of the Arena. We of course get that really great life tap ability. We just have to balance the negatives of our cards. I think we'll go with some really good rush decks. I really like going that with the Warlock, so we don't want to get the Mana Wraith in this instance. Nor do we want the Abomination, because that Death Rattle will probably kill all our creatures. We want some really low-cost creatures, so that's a no-go. So we'll take the Argent Commander. Ooh, Cultmaster, Shattered Sun Cleric, and Worgen Infiltrator. We're not gonna go with the Worgen, because it has stealth. It really benefits from some buffs, but we don't really have any buffs. Well, we have the Shattered Sun Cleric here, of course. But, no, we're not gonna go with him. We might go with the Shattered Sun Cleric, but I think we'll go with the Cultmaster because we will hopefully have a lot of low-cost creatures that we can throw away. Well, we're not gonna go with the Dread Infernal. It's pretty darn expensive, and again, it doesn't help us out much. Can get the Boar, that actually goes really well with the Cultmaster, as I said, some throwaway cards. I think we'll do just that, in fact. Let's get the Boar. Don't want to get the Soulfire because it's pretty random. Voidwalker, Goldshire Footman, or Young Dragonhawk. Voidwalker is just better than a Goldshire Footman. We'll go with that. We don't have any taunt creatures, and the Wind Fury again requires some buffing. We don't have any buffs in the Warlock deck at all, really, so we'll go with the Voidwalker. Another Voidwalker, that would be really nice. An Elven Archer could be useful. Succubus would be really great actually for that rushing deck we want. But it does have that discard random card deal going on. I think we'll just get a safe second Voidwalker because it's just a really good starting minion. So let's pick the Voidwalker, yeah. Well, that's a Shieldmaster. I am not even gonna think about this. Shieldmasters are just really good for that 4 cost, so we'll pick the Shieldmaster. Well, not that happy with either of these, but we'll get the Voodoo Doctor just to balance that damage we'll be taking. Flame Imp is really good rushing minions that we'll need, so I think we'll just go ahead and pick him. Questing Adventure could be nice, but yeah, let's get the Flame Imp. Direwolf Alpha, Wisp, or Wolf Rider. Direwolf Alpha could be really useful. Wolf Rider could be really useful. I don't think we'll go with the Wisp. It's not that great, we can't really buff it. We'll go with the Direwolf Alpha. Cold Light Seer, Siphon Soul, and Wild Pyromancer. Not gonna get the Pyromancer. I really want to get Siphon Soul because we don't have any spells yet. But I do really like playing the Murloc deck with Warlocks. So it's kind of a gamble. We can gamble and get the Seer in the hope that we get more Murlocs later, or get a safe Siphon Soul. It's really expensive, but it's a really good card. I think we'll take a little gamble here with the Seer. Blood Imp, Corruption, Geomancer. Blood Imp is really good. Stealth with buffing. Yeah, let's pick the Blood Imp. Succubus again. We could actually get a Succubus. I do like the Succubus, but you know, you have to deal with the discard part. But it's a really good early game card, so pick her. Brewmaster, not that useful at all because all our battle cries are pretty much negatives, except for the Voodoo Doctor, I guess. Wisp, Silver Moon Guardian. I think we'll just pick a Wisp because the Silver Moon Guardian, well, it has Divine Shield, but I think it works better in a different deck. We can just throw out a really cheap Wisp, of course. Do we want the... Divine Shield is really nice. It's a 4 cost for a 3/3. I think we'll just want to be rushing a bit more. Ironforge Rifleman, Dark Iron Dwarf, Culture Footman. I think we have enough taunt, really. The battle cry on Ironforge Rifleman is pretty nice, but I think it's pretty expensive for what it does. I think we'll go with the Dark Iron Dwarf, actually, because we can buff up our starting creatures a bit, like the Wisp, for instance. Windfury Harpy, really nice card. War Golem, I don't think that is that great. Questing Adventurer is just amazing if you can get it rolling a bit. We do have really cheap cards. We have that free Wisp, so we'll get the Questing Adventurer, actually. Voodoo Master, we can get another one of those. Windfury is great, though. I really love this card. Mostly in Shaman decks and such, though. But, or Paladin deck is great with this. But we do have the Dark Iron Dwarf, so you know what? We'll just get him just for laughs, if anything. Could be some tremendous damage. Frostwolf Warlord, Dread Infernal, Dracosaur. Dracosaur is pointless because we won't have any weapons. We're a Warlock. Dread Infernal again, I don't think is that useful in this case because of that battlecry. We'll pick the Frostwolf Warlord. We do have a lot of minions we can throw out. Argent Commander, Injured Blade Master is really useful if you're a priest, for example, because you can get a pretty cheap beefy creature out. Sunwalker can be useful. Bit expensive though, I think, for just a little bit of health and such. We'll get another... Yeah, we'll get another Argent Commander, actually, if we ever get to play any. I do like Charge. Silence. We need Silence. We don't have Silence yet. We do need spells, but Silence. Shadow Flame. We don't actually have any spells yet, so this could be our first spell. I really hope we get some more Soulfires or a Shadow Bolt. My kingdom for a Shadow Bolt. We could combine Shadow Flame with, like, the Succubus. That would be great, actually. That's a 4 damage board clear, essentially. But it does cost 4 mana. We can get the Demolisher. Can be quite nice. 2 damage to a random. I don't like the random aspect, but still, it's 2 damage. Master Swordsmith, though, I think we'll pick this guy because we can just get more damage early on. He only costs 2, so just some extra rushing, I think, will be nice here. Another Blood Imp. Really good, so we'll get the Blood Imp. We're getting a nice 1 mana curve, or skyscraper more like it here. A Money Berserker could be really nice. In fact, we do have those Blood Imps, so I think we'll just go with him right away. Yeah, let's just do that. Novice Engineer, draw a card. Yep, gonna go with that. Could get another Money Berserker. Could get the Magma Rager. We do have those Blood Imps, those are really nice. And we do actually have quite a bit of taunt here, so I think we'll go with the Magma Rager for some great 5 damage card. Bloodstone Raider is going to be useless for us. Don't have a weapon. Priestess of Elune could be nice. 4 health or 3 health. We'll go with the Ring Farseer actually because he only costs 3. Shadow Bolt, finally. But also Dark Iron Dwarf. But I would be really absolutely insane not to pick a spell here. We don't have any spells. No, we don't have a Shadow Bolt. Secret Keeper, well, that's really useless. We don't have any secrets. Sun Fury Protector could be useful. We do have a lot of those throwaway cards. We have that really pointless Cold Light Seer. That wasn't a good gamble. Never gamble in the arena, folks. It is the arena. It's all very serious. You can't gamble like that. I think we'll go with the Sun Fury Protector. Stampeding Coda could be nice, but it costs quite a bit. Yeah, we can buff up like the Dark Iron Dwarves here with Taunt. That would be nice. We do have to be careful we don't get like the Magma Rager. The Amani Berserker with Taunt would be nice, actually. We'll go with the Sun Fury Protector. Power Overwhelming. It is a spell, but not really what I'm looking for. Can we please get like a Soulfire? I would really... Another Dark Iron Dwarf would be silly, but Summoning Portal is really great. Then again, that's a Silence. Ooh, this is a tough one. We'll go with the Summoning Portal. And none of these are really that great. We don't have any spells, so Gadgetan Auctioneer would be pointless. In a perfect situation, we would have like 2 Mana Coils, 2 Shadow Bolts, 2 Soulfires, maybe a Power Overwhelming, then Gadgetan Auctioneer would be great, but we'll just pick the Cobra, because it's the cheapest one. Right then, here's our really questionable rush deck. At the very least, if there is an abundance of minions on the other side of the field, we can throw our own on the field and look even scarier than they do. I really wish we had some spells, but here goes nothing.
Your soul shall be mine.
Well, we have the Amani Berserker and a Voidwalker. That's actually quite a nice combination here. We're gonna exchange the Argent Commander for something better. Maybe a Shadow Bolt or another Voidwalker. Okay, that's not the worst thing we can get. It's not another Argent Commander. We do have 2 of those. The reason why the Amani Berserker is quite nice with the Voidwalkers, because this way we can pick our battles. We can like attack a 1/1 creature. Just gonna drop the Voidwalker, of course, in turn 1, because we only have 1 mana. But that would be really nice with the Enrage, because we then get 5 attack on that little troll there. The Warrior could have a turn 2 Cleave, but that would actually buff up our creatures, because that only does 2 damage to 2 random enemies, so that's actually quite nice. We're just gonna play the Amani Berserker here and the Voidwalker, because we're not really in any danger of losing both right now, not with turn 2 against the Warrior. See what he plays. A Fairy Dragon. We can't actually kill that with the Amani Berserker because he'll die. We do have the Direwolf Alpha here now, though. If we exchange this, he will die. He will, in his last dying moments, buff up to 5 damage, but that's not going to help us much. I do want to play the Magma Rager and follow it up with the Direwolf Alpha, I think, though. And I want to definitely keep my Voidwalker, so you know what, we'll just sacrifice the troll here. As you can see, in his last final breaths, he raged so hard. And let's see what the Garrosh is doing. Now we should be able to next turn to do 6 damage to him. Well, he just played the Silverback Patriarch, actually, that is going to be a problem. But, you know what, we just drew into the boar. So I think we can place the Direwolf Alpha on the ground. That will make the Voidwalker a 2/3. So we can do 2 damage to it. Then we can place the boar with charge, which will also have 2 damage because of the Direwolf Alpha. So we're going to do, in fact, just that. As you can see, now it only has 2. I place the boar. That will give it 2 because of the Direwolf Alpha, and we can just sacrifice the boar right here. Might as well play this Voidwalker and do 5 damage. We're not doing that bad right now, actually. As long as he doesn't get any board clear, we will be fine. We have that great Argent Commander sitting there, but, you know. Now, his board clear is pretty much a 5 mana cost, so we can't even play that right now. He could play a Brawl, which is 5 mana and kills everything but 1 creature. He could also do a Whirlwind and do 1 damage, actually, but apparently he doesn't have that, because he probably would have done that by now. Dark Iron Dwarf, let's just grab a card here in case he does get that Brawl next turn. I don't think he has a Brawl next turn because it is Arena, so, you know, the chances of him having that would be pretty lucky for him right now. At least the deck is holding up to its name. We are completely rushing him down right now. In fact, let's close this door so the people of Stormwind don't have to witness us slaughtering this guy. If he does get a board clear, we can play the Argent Commander, play the Dark Iron Dwarf. Well, not in 1 turn, but we'll be fine right now. He silenced the Voidwalker, so he can kill the other Voidwalker right now with his Snapjaw and actually start attacking me with something, though he doesn't have anything on the field as of yet, of course, that could hit me. Not this turn. And in fact, I think we win next turn, because he's gonna kill the Voidwalker. He has to kill the Voidwalker, or kill nothing, I guess, which would give the +1 to the Magma Rager. And then we can play the Dark Iron Dwarf, making it an 8. Then we have 2 from the Direwolf Alpha, so that's 10. Then 2 from the Voidwalker, or we just play the Argent Commander. And then we get 4 damage from that. Yeah, we do 12 damage, at least, next turn. Unless he does something well now. What's he gonna play? A Warsong Commander. Actually, he saves himself 1 turn. That gives him charge to all his other creatures, so he can kill the Magma Rager. Well played there. Well played. So we have to, be a little bit more patient with this deck. I am worried, though, the longer this game goes on, the less chance we stand of winning. I could start damaging him directly here, but I am worried he's gonna start picking off my important creatures. I could play the Frostwolf Warlord, that would be a 6/6, so he couldn't kill that. But he does still have that charge then, I want to get rid of that. In fact, I can play the Dark Iron Dwarf, buff up the Voidwalker, kill the Warsong Commander, so he doesn't have charge anymore. And then I can play the Swordsmith as well, so it can start giving damage to all my other stuff. And there we go. And now I can just do quick 2 damage. He's probably gonna kill off my, well, he has to kill off the Voidwalker, actually, if he wants to survive. And he plays a Sunwalker with Taunt. Alright, that's gonna save him for now. Or so he thinks, at the very least. Let's see what we draw. We draw into a Shadow Bolt. Finally, our one Shadow Bolt is going to save us right here, right now. Yeah, if only that was true. I could kill the Sunwalker and hit him for like 5 damage. Huh. Yeah, I could do that and play the... You know what, let's just draw a card and see what we get. And we get our one... Is that our only silence? I think that's our only silence. We win now, don't we? We silence the taunt. We hit him for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't quite win. But we're close. I can't, sadly, Shadow Bolt doesn't work on heroes. So we might as well, I guess, kill this thing right here. And now we win next turn unless he gets board clear. But even then, we have the Argent Commander, so he needs to get board clear right now, and he needs to get a taunt. That is very unlikely. He plays a Sea Giant. Sea Giant would be great, but it's not going to save him at all right here. He can hit me for 4. He can kill something for 4. It doesn't matter what he targets, he's lost. He did use armor up, so he gets 3 damage is what I need to do against him right now. The Argent Commander will do that. Everything will do that. He is out of mana. We've won! Our great, fantastic rush deck is working. Let's get rid of this. Why doesn't it work? Let's get rid of this barrel. Oh, he just conceded. How very Garrosh of him. And there we go. That's our first victory, and I think our only victory with this guy. These pop-ups right here are for my daily quests. They're not part of the arena. And there we go, we won our first ever match in the arena. Well, I've done arena before, but let's not ruin the magic moment here. As you can see, one Shadow Bolt Warlock deck is definitely gonna be the new meta. And I could retire here, that may not be the worst idea, because this deck is pretty bad. So, on a final note, in the arena, you can keep on going until you have 9 wins, or you lose 3 times, then you are out. You will get rewards based on how well you performed, with obviously getting the maximum at 9. And again, you need 7 wins to get enough gold to keep on going for free. With that being said, my name's been Haas, this has been a look at the arena game mode. I am going to get rid of this deck as quickly as I can. You can guess whether or not I'll win anymore. And of course, I'll see you in the next video.